Yeah. What's really happening? What's really happening? I got all platforms going. Facebook. Hold up. What's going on? All right, I got all platforms going. If you don't know what's happening right now, it's Monday. All praises due to Allah for letting us see another Monday. What I do on Mondays is called Breaking the Chain of Institutionalization. If you just hearing about this platform, if you don't know what Breaking the Chain Institutionalization is, it's a platform that I created in support of people like myself that's coming home from society, coming home from long stretches of times, making our way back into society. You know what I'm saying? I created this platform like a support system group, just like NAAA. You know what I'm saying? Well, where people like myself could tune in every Monday and hear a positive encouragement to stay the fuck out of prison. Excuse my French. But this is what we do every Monday. All the ex-cons that pop in, we saying fuck prison, we ain't going back. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, all praise due to Allah, man. We made it to another Monday. Today's topic is budgeting. Budgeting. If you haven't tuned into the last few weeks, this is actually the second season of Breaking the Chain of Institutionalization. The first season, I had the blessing to having a co-host that used to come on every Monday with me. He'll be back. His name is Gingerbread. He did 30 years, 9 months. 30 years, 9 months. He sent his prayers. He sent his thoughts. He will be joining us soon. But I've been holding it down this second season. The last 3 weeks, I'm going to give y'all a quick recap. The first week I came with the word pride. Pride. I showed y'all the difference of having good pride and that thing that hold us back was called bad pride. The week after pride, I came to y'all and told you about patience. Having patience in the virtues of patience. Having perseverance inside of patience. Saying that to me and people like me, my brothers and sisters that's just coming home from prison, one thing we should have in our favor is patience. You know what I'm saying? Not just waiting, but patience. Then I came back and told you last week to trust the process. So this week 4, this right here is week 4 of the second season of Breaking the Chain of Institutionalization. I don't play about this here. 9 times out of 10, I don't have that many people watching me. I tune in and I tap in, and sometimes I be sitting here maybe like right here on IG, one person watching me. I don't know how many people watching me on Facebook. I don't know how many people viewing me on YouTube. It doesn't matter to me. I don't do this for the likes. I don't do this for the for clout. I do this because it helped me first and foremost, and I know it helps those who tune in. So this week we're talking about budget. I wrote down a few things right here that I'm gonna share with you on my journey of breaking the chain institutionalization, how I use my budgeting and my money sense, and how I applied it in this process. So discussing points that I'm gonna scroll on, how I secured my accesses. How I secured my accesses. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I secured when I came home a place, a roof over my head. Me and my significant other, who rode with me for the last 5 years of my bid, had already made plans to purchase our first home in Atlanta. So one thing that I did do was make sure I popped myself up with someone, not just for looks, even though she's beautiful, but also that was compatible to handle business. So when you are partnering yourself up, if you don't have that luxury, you may not have that luxury of finding a significant other right off bat. But you should be thinking about where you're going to be staying at and how that fit into your budget. If you're staying with a relative, look to be able to give and contribute to that household or to that apartment. Do not just think that you're going to write that off. You're just going to freeload. And that may be the possibility. They might tell you, hey, man, hold on to your money. You don't have to pay no rent here. Listen, be real. It is rough out here. And if you're a man or a woman, have pride in the fact that if you're secure employment, that you can contribute to that household. So if they say nothing, hey, put $100 in your budget for housing. You understand me? After you secure the job. Me, I was preparing while I was still in the inside. I wasn't wasteful. This to my brothers and sisters that may have their phones out in the joint. Somebody may have told you about this program and you want to know, you know what I'm saying, what you're up against when you come home. So this is going to benefit those that's still in too. I talk to y'all because I know I had a phone in the inside. So, hold on, I'm looking at something. Let me click that off. So listen, I prepared while I was on the inside. I didn't wait until the gates popped. I didn't wait until I was preparing while I was inside. So those of y'all that's watching me from the inside, stop playing all those tickets. Stop wasting your money on cigarettes and weed and things like that. Start putting money aside for your transition. I did, and it worked. All right, while I was still incarcerated. So I also invested in my goals and my plan and my dreams, which was my books. If you follow me by now, you know I wrote 2 books, one called Pressure and one called Federal Pressure, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about. Federal Pressure and Pressure. This wasn't free. This was not free. It cost me over $3,000 to get these books published. I saved to get my book published. Why? Because it's commodity. I could take these books and I actually could try. I do make a living off selling my books. But I put it right back into my brand. So I created a brand while I was still in the inside. My Pressure brand. This one right here is my life story up until the time I went to the feds. This one right here was my story after I entered the federal system and how I did over 16 years and made it back out. We're still keeping it real to the code. So whatever it is that you're planning on doing, you don't have to wait until you come home to start investing in it. Budgeting. Budgeting is a tool, an effective tool in helping you properly transition. I also secured my LLCs. If you know me, if you've been following me, I have 3 different businesses. I have an LLC into my janitorial service, Top 1 Janitorial Service, LLC. I have Top 1 Executive Protection, which is my security, LLC. And I also LLC, basically my books, under the pressurebook.com, LLC. And if you don't know anything about LLC, it doesn't require a whole lot. By getting your company name, making sure that no one else is using your name, filling out the proper documents, and you can get it done. Matter of fact, I know a few companies that do it right now. Shout out to my partner, Best Move Services. Anthony Brown. He helped me with my books. Shout out to Caretha Scott. Body by Coco, my wife. She LLC all my businesses. She has a company where she LLCs and she helped fix credit. So if you need that type of assistance in this transition, tap in. I could steer you to the right people that doing this type of services for the low. Amen. It ain't what you know sometimes, it's who you know. So if you're looking for those type of services, tap in, inbox me, serious inquiries only. I'll tap you into one of them too. I was doing all this inside the halfway house from in prison. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I'm going to tell you something. Us that was getting money, majority of us was in the criminal activities, in the life of crime that we was doing. We seen a lot of paper. Some of us wastefully spend it. Some of us saved and just couldn't withstand the type of time that we got behind the crime. So I'm going to say this. Do not get out of here expecting to live right without a budget. Do not come home trying to transition and think that you don't need to have money sense. You don't need to live within your means. If you don't think so, and you think that you could get out here and still live the quality of lifestyle you were living when you were seeing over thousands or 2,000, 3,000, how much money you were seeing a day without capping, hustling, robbing, selling dope, whatever you were doing, scamming. If you plan on having a longevity out here and properly transition, you're going to need this tool that I'm speaking upon, budgeting. Making the money make sense. Living within your means. Why? Because, man, everything's going up. You go to the grocery store, loaf of bread, $5. Just a loaf of bread. Rack of eggs is not what you thought it was before. A carton of milk, $4, $5, $6. Come on now. Gas prices. You're not, even the housing market, you're not going to catch the interest rate that I caught. Not to put you all the way in my business, but I was blessed to catch a good interest rate on my house. Since then, it done 5 times more, if not more now. Price of rent. Because the housing market going up, rent done went up. Gas, rent, food. How you gonna live without a budget? You can get out here and become big cap, or like in my day, #1 flogger, and act like you got it until the real catch up on you. And then now you gotta do something stupid to perpetuate a lie. Don't set yourself up for failure, man. Create a reasonable budget, a sensible budget that fits you and tailor you and your situation, and stick to it. I'm telling you this because I want to see all of us stay free. I want to see all of us stay free. If you think what I'm saying is important, share this video, man. Let me see some thumbs go up. Let me see some likes. I don't want to see any comments. But if I was in here sticking a broom in my ass, spinning something on top of my head, everybody would be interested. Why is this not important? Breaking the chain of institutionalization. Why? I see one of the homies done tap in. Shout out Pee Wee Long, man, on Facebook. We was in Yazoo, Mississippi together, man. What's what they do? Things like this don't get important. Share the contents, brother. That made my day right there. Because I know that young brother, and I seen that young brother before. Shout out BJ done tapped in. 75th and 11th. He's doing his stuff. He's doing his thing, truck driving. Big truck, if I must add. Create a budget. Stick within that budget. Be real with yourself. The worst kind of liar is the one who lies to himself. The worst kind of liar is the one who lies to himself. Stop trying to live what you see on social media. Because half of what you see on social media ain't real at all. People are already in crises. But they show you the good part, but they don't want to show you the struggle. I showed you I'm an open book. You might get on here and see me in one of my cleaning spots cleaning the toilet. See me with my security shirt on. I don't allow pride to keep me from paying my bills or getting the things that I want in life. But I'm not going to let that pride make me do something stupid out here and end up back up in prison. Let's be real now. Let's be real. Every week, every Monday, I get on here encouraging brothers and sisters like myself that we can make it in society. We don't have to go back to prison. BJ say, educate yourself financially, literacy. He's right. He used some big ass words now. No, we don't talk like that, BJ, but I understand you want to flex right now. Hey, finance, I almost didn't even read that, boy, but hey, don't make me look stupid out here. Yeah, financial literacy. That means don't be financially dumb. Don't be financially, thanks for sharing, Pee Wee. Don't be financially dumb. Learn what's going on with the credit. Hold on to some of your capital. And listen to some of the people that knows it. Get around a different crowd of people, man. They got people now that's life coaches. Understand what I'm saying? People that will help you. Man, I don't know what BJ talking about, bam. But listen, man, I appreciate the dialogue that's going on Facebook, man. I don't see nothing happening on IG. I won't know what's going to happen on YouTube. But I know this. A lot of time, society, family members, they see us come out. When I talk about us, I'm talking about ex-convicts, people that have been locked down long as me. I know what you mean? Bam, my point, exactly. But people that have been locked down long as me, I see us get written off as can't get right. Fuck ups. I see, and the reason why a lot of people don't want to, like a lot of people that's coming home from prison don't want to say, "Oh, I'm institutionalized." Institutionalized is saying that in so many ways you look at it as a sickness or illness. So you want to dissociate yourself from ever being locked up. You want to forget about that part of your life, but you carry on some of them same institutional habits. Let me tell y'all something. One of the quickest ways to healing and going forward is to be truthful with yourself. All my institutional behaviors ain't bad. I'm a clean ass dude, believe it or not. And I was raised that way, but I know also in prison and in the county jail, you're not gonna be no nasty ass nigga. Not around some real niggas. So that's one institutional quality that you can keep with you. In prison and in county jail, if you around some real niggas, you gonna bathe your ass every day. That's a little institutionalization that we need to keep holding on to, because some people in the free world don't even bathe their ass every day. And no, they don't. because ain't nobody making them bathe their ass. So I'm not saying all of our institutional ways are bad. Some of us like to still work out. Me, I love working out. I continue, and that's a habit that I got from being locked up much more in my life. I hold on to it. And that's all institutionalization are habits, a mentality, a way of thought pattern. Some of it need to be broken. Some of it is worth your while to keep. Know the difference. Some of us, when we was in prison, we were forced to budget. Like it or not. We ain't have it like that. We couldn't do what we were doing on the streets. Some niggas be good hustlers on the streets and can't hustle nothing in the joint. Some niggas be good ass hustlers in the joint and come out here and be cold bums on the streets. I done seen both. But know this. A lot of us are get in prison and have a good ass budget because you got to. Me, a lot of people that done time with you tell you, boy, I'm quick to go make me a soup and a mackerel before I sit there and cook every day because it was expensive. And I was trying to save my money to do the things that I came home to do. So you don't have to wait to my brothers and sisters that's still on lockdown to create no budget. If you're budgeting in prison, bring your ass out here and budget too. I'm just saying. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. I'm not going to spend a whole hour because I'm hitting all platforms. I appreciate those of y'all that's been sharing the contents. I appreciate those of y'all that's been, that's following the progress, man. I'm looking for more interaction, man. You got people on your page. People long way say manage money. That's right. Don't let money manage you. Don't let money manage you. Since he put that comment up, I'm going to say a little more. My mom used to tell me when I was in Miami, running around the streets of Miami, BJ might know about this here. I remember we had a philosophy in Miami. Run around. I'd rather be in jail than out here broke. That's the mentality that I had at one point in time in my life. I shared about it. I shared it in my book, Pressure. Me and a bunch of other young guys running around Robin Hood used to say that all the time. I'd rather be in jail, and we meant that shit, than out here broke. But I went and do the math. What's up, Charlie Boy? Charlie Boy tapped in. I went and did the math of the period of time that I spent locked up versus me working at McDonald's on regular 9 to 5. And I said, well, boy, I need to change that philosophy there. I'd rather be out here working a 9 to 5 and maybe broke the sun than locked up in a day. I changed that mentality, that way of thinking. And my mama helped me understand money a little more, and I'm going to share it with y'all. I don't want this to go over your head. I want y'all to listen to the next words very, very clear. I'm going to say it slow for you. Money is a good servant, but a bad master. Money is a good servant, but a bad master. Money is a good servant, but a bad master. Let that sink in. Now, no, my mama from the islands, so they love to come up with sayings like that. And that had to sink. I pondered on that for a long time in my jail. And in my cell, I mean. My jail, my cell, all the same. And I thought about it for many years. Was I serving the money or was the money serving me? And at the end, I found out I was serving the money. And the money couldn't do nothing for me once I got grabbed by the feds. See, the feds don't care nothing about how much money. You see, Bernie Murdoch, or whatever name is, told you that. Martha Stewart showed you that. The feds want bodies and souls. The feds want you to play or be slave. Understand what I'm saying? Your money can't save you from the feds. So your money is not a good master. A good master is God. Because that's who saved me from the feds. God. That's who I serve now. And that's who I made a promise to. That when I got out, I was going to do what I'm doing right now. Trying to help as many as y'all, especially my youth, stay the fuck out of prison. Excuse my French. When I talk about prison, I get very hostile. So listen. Don't let money compromise your spirit. Your spirit is not for sale. Shouldn't be. And your spirit holds your morals. A man without a spirit don't have no morals. And he'll do anything. And you want to watch that kind of, I take it back, not even a man, that adult. Male adult or female adult. Because when you become man, you understand your spirit. And you operate as a man. I'm going deep on y'all now. That's a subject for another day. But to make it understandable and relevant to what I'm talking about this money, if you become so entwined in getting money, chasing your bag, like this culture, get your bag at any cost. Hey, man. I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised what you do when the camera ain't rolling and nobody see behind closed doors because you're in pursuit of that bag. Manage your money and your money won't manage you. Create a real budget and you be driving a truck like my homeboy BJ. BJ, shout out to BJ, man. Mark Shaw, right there following all the comments on Facebook. BJ got his own truck, and he'll tell you, if he don't watch his money, that truck will eat his ass up too. He tell me all the time, I talk to him all the time, boy, everybody want, I'm going to get out, I'm going to drive trucks. You better have a budget. You might drive a truck, but to own a truck and operate your own truck is very, very expensive and also requires a budget. All this, anything that you want to do to be successful, you have to have a strategy. Listen, man, I got 2 more minutes. I'm going to say this here, man. If you're from Miami, we need to have a meeting, man. I'm talking to my city right now. We need to get back on point, Miami. We're not leading no more. We're doing a whole lot of following. I had to drop that out there because Wednesday, Street Code of Conduct, man. Follow me. Make sure you tap in on Wednesday. Street Code of Conduct. That's a platform I created for us that's going to plan on staying out here to be of some use. Be of some use to our youth. And not just be out here in the way. Street Code of Conduct is making the streets be accountable for how they move. Every other race got it. Us as blacks, we done dropped the ball. We used to have it. Miami was definitely a city that had a code of conduct. So let's get back to that too. I appreciate everybody for joining me, man. Make sure you repost. Make sure you let people know where I'm at, man. So every week, man, this thing can get bigger and bigger so we can really make an impact and really say fuck prison. This your boy OG Jigabelly. Hey, man, till next Monday, y'all stay free, stay focused, and create a real budget, man. I'm out.